really don't care what his position is based upon his political motives.
Tell everybody how much you love A10 News Media Group.
A10 News Media Group. I love them because they got the message to sports Negro up in California for burning them jockeys from under the bridge and sending them to Flint because nobody recognizes the dark man no more. They rather to burn them out and talk about NRA, Negro racket ass, and you ain't getting no.
Yes, I had a cocktail.
Jessica Stewart, good morning. Meat Freak, good morning. Kevin Tay, good morning. Trevor Berry Hill, good morning. Renee Jackson, good morning. RJ Cat, good morning. Megan Swanson, good morning. Shania, good morning. Tony Barber, good morning. Outcast 155, good morning. Cheryl Hart, good morning. Let me see who else. Asaya Quill, good morning. Cheryl Hart, I think I said, but good morning if I did forget. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Laquita Porter, good morning from Tennessee.
Good morning, everybody.
Theresa, good morning.
Theresa Nestor. Good morning. Please share as we are sharing.
Jasmine Beasley, Tony, Michelle, Sherry, Rashard,
What's up,
Avis,
everybody?
KC, good morning. From Avis calling from coming in from Miami, Florida in the house.
Good morning, everybody.
Ralph Cooper, good morning.
Give
John
everybody
Hobson,
some time
good
to get
morning.
on.
My good brother Bilal, good morning. I see Christine Brown, good morning. Tia Harris, Elijah Green, Joanne, Brother B, Marcia Talbot, Miss Beverly Biggs, Kojak Vaughn, good morning. Okay, Marcia bumping in from Pasadena.
Good morning, everybody. Please share. Please share the podcast as I'm sharing right now. Make sure that you share too.
Justin Ellis, Janice Horton, Chun J, Chris Caleb, Spring Heron, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Spring.
Kathleen King, good morning. Shirley Hill, good morning.
Good morning, First Lady. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We give y'all about 5 minutes to get situated.
Elonda, good morning. Sean Sims, good morning. Jonathan Joy, good morning. Deborah Luna, Lewis Smith. Wanda Smith, good morning to everybody in the chat. Thanks for bumping. Eleanor Groover Wicker, good morning. Oh, shit. Kojak New. But I got something. Tyrus Walker, good morning. Did I say your name right?
We still looking for Carlton Brown. We can't find you, man.
Nah, he subscribed to the 810 page.
Did you figure out who he was on YouTube?
Nah, he just came up on the Carlton Brown. So I don't know. Only Linda George, only page I blocked was probably one of them fake pages. I don't really do good with fake pages. Nah, Deborah, he
morning.
subscribed to the channel. I seen him. Lois Fletcher. Good morning from Springfield, Ohio. No, I mean he watching. He got to be watching, but it was he probably had an anonymous page. Stanley Wood. Good morning. That's why I don't really care for them fake pages. Like even with my Mickey, everybody know me as Mickey. You know, it ain't no me coming up under a fake page. I really don't care for fake pages, to be honest with you.
Tony. I'm trying to share, man.
Nah, I just don't care for the fake pages. I'm gonna stay on top of that. I don't like them. I'd rather you go by your whatever your nickname is that people actually can say, I know who you is. I do not like to. Good morning, Kenneth Miller. I can't stand them. That brother be loud just tapping in.
Good morning, everybody. Share. What y'all say, y'all? This ain't no funeral. I was finishing typing my notes. I mean, when not typing, writing my notes. I got notes. No card.
Sweetie baby, good morning. I mean, at least if Sister Benta, good morning. I mean, I don't care if you do a fake page. I mean, you ain't going by. At least put your face on there. You know, at least people can know who you is. You know, if I could put a face to, you know, a name with the face, because these fake pages been getting out of hand with the sly shit they've been saying. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Shit, these real pages getting out of hand.
Yeah, but I see the fake ones too, getting in 810 business.
Oh, I'm good. I'm matching energy. I'm good. I even got me one of them soft peppermints from my grandmama's purse that she used to have back in 1987. Good energy. And we got a special guest coming up for y'all at 10 o'clock. A special surprise guest. I'm going to let y'all figure out who that is when they get here. Well, I'm going to let y'all see who it is when they get here. But good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? Is everybody waiting for the great game this evening? Michigan plays somebody. I don't know who they play, but they play somebody. What's up, First Lady Michelle Pfeiffer? Flint Caskets and Memorial LLC. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, where shall we start? I don't even know. Make sure you guys, this is what they call buttermints. What's up, Jessica? Jessica on the YouTube side. No wonder I couldn't find you on Facebook, Jessica. Can't find you on Facebook because you're on the YouTube side. I was wondering that. Beautify. Let me go ahead and take care of my housekeeping tips real quick. Shout out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world, Mickey Jordan. The award again because the meeting last week was so short, I didn't get a chance to show it off downtown. But you too can have you an 810 sweatshirt, mug, tumbler, hat, underwear, gloves, socks, and everything else. Go to www.BEYOUTI5.com and order your 810 merch. We want to see 810 everywhere around the world, everywhere. And I see that they in the comments in the chat. Thanks for bumping with us this morning. I love everybody that bumped with us. You must like it because you tuned in. Thank you all.
And I agree with you, Miss Marshall, all the way to the hill. I agree with you to the moon and back on your question. I mean, your answer, and I'll put it on the screen so people can know what I'm talking about. Hate the fake pages. Hate them.
I hate the fake people. Hate them. What's Ari and Trevor? I'm gonna send it right now. You got your own logo for the rent? Really? After you got your Tumblr made, now you come up with your own logo. Ooh, the light didn't change. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing this morning. All right, so let me go ahead and get right to it. A couple more people. I'll wait till we get to 150, and then I will start. It's not cold in here like it usually is. Oh, there we go. Boom. It just took us right on up. Al Art. Trevor, give me one. I could have did that. You don't have to pay nobody. Uh-oh. Things are getting weird in here. Did y'all see the A10 sign just blink, or was it just me? Haters are our motivators. Okay, Chris Caleb, I see you out there. The trolls. Yes, Jessica, we have a lot of trolls. So let me just go ahead and get started. Mickey, did you have anything you want to say first before I get going? Okay. So like I said, we got a special guest, surprise guest coming up at 10 o'clock. I can't wait till they get here. This is going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, let me see. Let me go ahead and get it off my chest. Say it with your chest. That's you got to do the behind it. Drink my drink like Cat Williams. My coffee. So for the last 2 weekends, I ain't been going tit for tat with these weekend lives. You know, people don't like what I say. They want to come back and hit me with a whole live. That's cool. I could take it. But let me tell you something. If you don't like what I say, tune out. Delete yourself. Because get off my politics page, get off my Facebook page, get off the bump, get off the Winters Hall show. Because I'm here for the people. I'm not here to please anybody that's in a political office. You know, if you do something, I'm going to report it. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to put my opinion on it. I'm going to stand on it. I ain't going to back down. And it's a lot of people that's in my inbox, that send me messages, that call me because they don't want to speak out. They're afraid to speak out just for the simple shit that keeps happening. But I can take the lives. I can take the people coming at me. That's cool. Because I'm taking it for all of my people that's out there that watch me every week. Every day, people stopping me. Shout out to Butch from Pontiac, who was so happy to see me at the barbershop. I do it for people like Butch. I do it for people like Jessica in California. I don't care where you from. I do it for y'all. And no, Tia, I'm not gonna do that. And I was hoping that you didn't bring that up. The CNN call people and tell them that they gonna report on them and give them 24 hours to respond. And I know we're not CNN, but I think big like that. We will be CNN one day. Does TV12 or anybody else call people and let them know, hey, I'm about to say something about you? Give me 24 hours back to respond. If that's the case, I wouldn't be able to do the council rebuttal until Wednesday because I got to let everybody know that I'm about to talk about them. So no, I ain't about to do that. I'm not about to change my style. I don't care. I don't care if they don't like what I got to say. I'm going to keep doing it. I've been doing this. You know, everybody want to holler the A10 family, A10 family, A10 family. But when my ass out there on the line, where you at? So no, I'm not doing that. The bump is, the Winters Hall show is always about the people. I'm here for the people. Whether I got 25 viewers or 225 viewers, I'm here for the people. And it's always going to be your safe space. If you want to come, comment, do whatever you got to do in the chat. Say whatever you want to say in the chat, because y'all be having it going on in the chat. I'm here for y'all. So until y'all get tired of watching me, or until Mickey tell me to leave, I'm gonna be sitting here right there every day. So keep calling in with your opinions and keep writing it in for the chat. And like I said yesterday, people want to hear the news. Oh, they want to hear the tea. Oh, they want to call Winters for help until the shit flip on them. But it's a new year. It ain't no new me. I'm still the same person. And Stanley, Aunt Eartha, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Aunt Eartha. I'm always gonna be me. It ain't gonna never change. Never change. No matter where I'm at or who I'm with. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And I'm gonna keep talking about them kids. I'm gonna keep talking about the heat in the schools, because we don't ask questions that we don't know the answer to. We got the fucking work orders. We know that the heat don't work in the schools. You think we just sitting out here causing trouble, just asking questions about the heat, and we don't know what we talking about? We got the work orders. Huh? How about that? So yeah, big sister, I am speaking up for all of the people in the back. Make sure you hear me, clip it, TikTok it, whatever you want to do with it. I'm gonna be me. And you must like it because you tuned in, listening to me to get ready to do another live. I was real nice. Didn't come back, do nothing last week. Here go another live this weekend about me. I'm sick of this shit. But I'm gonna keep being me. Like I said, you don't like it when it's about you. $100 million in the ESSER funds, but you're still closing schools. Oh, I'm gonna talk. You say blame it on the superintendent. Okay, we'll be there Wednesday to talk to the superintendent at the Board of Education meeting. And if it ain't but 2 or 3 parents that stand up, we're going to be there recording them. I'm going to be there recording. But that's why people don't say shit now. Because you always want to shame people. When people speak up, folks want to go live. They want to talk about them. I can take it. I'm going to take it for every one of the viewers that's tuned in to watch me. I'm going to take it for them. And I'm going to keep speaking up for the people. I'm going to keep giving the people Flint Politics Reboot for a platform so they can speak out. Don't stop inboxing me. Keep inboxing me. Now, that we got that out the way, let's get ready to bump. So, we got meetings all this week. What we got? Oh, yeah, definitely. When you start talking about money, they want to shut you down. But the thing about it, it's coming from the inside. I see all the little cheerleaders out there hyping folks on. And then y'all wonder why I say I only trust Trevor. Pfft, really? Don't wonder. I'm telling you. So, today, 4:30, we got council meeting. We got special affairs today at 4:30. The draft agendas are up on Flint Politics Reboot. I put them up last week. They got draft agendas and then they got final agendas. We used to just have final agendas. But now we got draft because, they add on them all of them last minute resolutions about 4:25 right before the meeting starts at 4:30. So don't forget tonight, because I had people ask me too. They done made cute little shirts to come down there. The meeting starts at 4:30 tonight. We got things on the draft agenda like board appointments, Sunday liquor sales. The mayor want to bring his pay raise back. He wants some more money. They want to accept the $620,000 grant from the Mott Foundation for parks. Let's just put a pin in that, because I had a guy that called me and I brought it up. He said that why can't he, he worked for the city, and I don't know if I guess evidently the city gets calls to go and check on these places. I'm assuming that's how it works. The reason why he called me. See, people can't, they scared to speak up because they may lose their job. Like the teachers and the city workers, they called me to put the info out there because everybody watching. So he was specifically talking about their playground equipment at Summerfield and Longfellow. And people are tearing it up. And I made a post about it in Reboot. I wasn't lying because other people said that it's people coming through just tearing it up. And he said, why can't the schools, if it belongs to the Flint schools, can they donate this playground equipment to other areas where there are children at? Like people I've noticed, and I'm like, I thought about it for a minute. And Anderson closed down. That's over there, and we used to be Sixth Ward, Second Ward. That's the school that I went to. A lot of different schools that closed down. You don't really see families moving into the neighborhood because people move where they can send their kids to school too. Close to schools. So when you don't have these people around with small children, you get people tearing up this equipment that they don't care nothing about this playground equipment. So I don't know who to ask, but I'm putting it out there. Maybe the Flint School Board, if this equipment was this the same equipment that was donated to by Bruno Mars when he made that $1 million donation to the community foundation? Did they give that to the schools to put the playground equipment in, or did they just automatically put it in where he told them to, or where they laid out the map? Because as we found out when we was digging for, what happened to the money, when it went to the community foundation, like people just don't give the money and then walk away. They say, like present us with a packet, like what can we do to help the city of Flint? And then I don't know where they get the ideas from. I guess they got a planning committee or whatever down there. I don't know how it works. So don't even give me the line. But they presented him with a list of things, and he chose the playground equipment to help out the children. And it's some beautiful playground equipment that was put in all over the city, but it's getting torn up now. And it ain't nobody coming from Davidson to Grand Blanc Fenton to tear this equipment up. We tearing up our own stuff. Why we tear up our own stuff, I'll never know. But again, the guy who called me just said, see if they can move the equipment closer to where children are so the children can have fun playing with this equipment before it get all torn up. So that was that little caveat right there. So then also on the draft agenda, I got to keep saying draft because the new ones probably won't come out until we walking through the door today. They got the 7th Ward election. So do we really think that's going to go through? Do we really think that's going to go through today? Put another pin in that. And let me tell you why I don't think that's going to go through, because our interesting friend, Dr. Liddell Lewis, was on Facebook. Like I said, if it's good enough for Liddell and Quincy, it's good enough for everybody else. I'm not just going to sit up here every day and talk about Liddell and Quincy, because everybody else be messing up too. And if you want to talk about me, talk about me. But I'm just letting you know, if you're a politician, you in politics, get thicker skin. Because I'm not going to always agree with every vote. It's people out there that's not going to agree with every vote. So get used to it. So Liddell had to say this over the weekend. She said having the election as soon, and this was on Facebook under her own personal page, having the election as soon as possible would have been in February. Now, in the charter, it said, now, let's go back to Dominique Clemens. It's not on the Genesee County Clerk's office. It's not on the state of Michigan. This special election falls on City Council, and they cannot have this election until the sign went out. They can't have this election until council approves this resolution. When Candace first seen this resolution at City Council, she was so pissed. She came and got Attorney Kim and took him in the back room and read him his rights. That's why I'm saying you need to be there at the meetings because you can't see all of the little stuff that go on at the cameras. And it's been put on the agenda twice. And each time before they get to it, the quorum automatically breaks. That's weird. That's suspicious. But you don't hear about that quorum being broken. You only hear about quorum being broken when Councilwoman Burns or Pfeiffer or Dennis or Eric get up, which Eric is still suspended for 3 months. So we need the first ward to really show up because you don't have a voice for 3 months. So back to what Liddell said. Having the election as soon as possible would have been in February. Having the election in May isn't in the best interest of the 7th Ward opponents because they will only have until January 23rd to submit signatures and until January 26th to withdraw their name from the ballot. An August election will allow interested 7th Ward residents to gather their signatures or withdraw their name from candidacy until April. As stated before, it is my desire to have a fair and timely election. I hope my colleagues share the same sentiment. Hashtag leading the change, hashtag Flint Strong, hashtag 2nd Ward. So I said to myself, they don't have nobody to fill Candace's position because she said right here it would be in the best interest of the 7th Ward opponents because they will only have until January 23rd to submit signatures. Looked like it would have been in the best interest of Candace to go on the May ballot because they would only have until January 23rd to submit signatures, right? Or am I wrong about this? Like, it would have been in Candace's best interest to go on the May ballot. Do she not want to be on the May ballot? Are they trying to string this along? Who knows? Who knows? But it'll be interesting to find out who wants the 7th Ward. We threw out names last week. Like I said, Monica Galloway popped back up at City Council last week. I heard Miss Mercedes Kenny plans on running. So, we shall see who's going to be coming to run for this election. So, also on that draft agenda, did you know they got another censure up there for Jerry Winfrey Carter? I thought they finished that the last time. So is this a different one? I mean, how many times are they going to come for people just because they don't like them? I mean, we got to start asking ourselves, who is the council working for? Are they working against personal beefs or are they working for the residents? And then I read on there, and this is just me reading. We have to wait until the full explanation tonight, where they want to give $2,000 to the residents that were affected by this tax bundle to relocate. $2,000? $2,000? But we got to wait. And it'll probably be Shelley and Clyde up at the podium again, trying to explain what's going on. They want to give Ernst & Young some more money to continue doing the fabulous job that they've been doing. So I can't wait to see what's going to go on tonight. But I say this to say, all of that stuff that they got on the draft agenda, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I mean, it affects you, but the mayor getting a raise, Weinstein Electrical getting a contract, some more vehicles getting purchased by another company, that's not helping you. I want to see that council person who's going to bring that resolution to grandfather in the current residents under the current tax bracket. That's what I want to see. What about help for ARPA money or general fund money? I mean, I don't know what to call it now. Is the ARPA money gone since it all went to the general fund? Do we even still call it ARPA money? 2024 marks year number 10 that we still have to drink our water using filters. Like, shouldn't this be stuff talked about at council? Oh, and what about them golf courses? I talked to Mr. Carpenter, who bid it $1 million. He put in a bid for $1 million. When the emergency manager was here, he sold them golf courses where he leased them out to who, I don't know who the people are, for $15,000. 2 golf courses. One of them has a bar. $15,000, all equipment, everything. He put in a bid for $1 million. It seemed like the city would take the most money, right? Because it's all about money. Oh, unless they don't like you. So can some council person out there, whoever is talking or listening, can y'all find out what happened to that contract from them golf courses? We really want to know. Then tomorrow night, we have the ethics and accountability meeting. I said, I'm going to go tape that one too. Because I just don't want y'all to hear from me. I want y'all to see this shit for yourselves. You got to see it. It's amazing to see it in action. And then Wednesday, oh, sweet Wednesday, we have the Flint School Board meeting. So with that being said, before our special guest gets here at 10 o'clock, I want to give you guys a little time to talk. Our phone lines are open. Mickey, did you have anything that you want to say today?
I'm about to say it now. And what I dislike though, them fake pages when people trying to get in what going on. See, this what I don't like is the games that be being played. You know, everybody got their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? And what I don't do, I sit back and people don't know how hard I be fighting behind the scene. And I get drugged in plenty of things. And everybody is grown. People supposed to be able, we all adults. People supposed to be able to handle their business and talk to each other. Quit dragging me into BS on every time something is going on. Because don't nobody know. Because really, I was ready to quit this weekend. That's why I didn't take nobody call, left everybody alone. Because I get tired of BS, the fake pages coming in, tooting the horn or something, saying this and that, like they blowing something up. All they do is bring distraction. I mean, I tried to make 810 a safe place where people can get their opinion off. But it just seemed everybody want to go off the rail, do what they want to do. Don't nobody listen. And this is why Neely keep winning. And I'm going to say it again, because we can't never get it together. We get in our emotions, and emotions take up what everything is going on. Everybody got the right to defend themselves. That's one thing I do. Everybody got the right. But this is why we in the city of Flint and Neely going to keep winning, because we get off subject on what's really going on. This is why I ain't gonna lie. I went and had to sit down with my blood family and sit and have a conversation. Was this really worth it? On what's going on. Had to go sit down and see, am I doing the right thing, if I'm doing the wrong thing, or whatever. I mean, Flint Cassidy, that's where I was at. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I can tell you who made the fake page, the 810 fake page. Rich Jones and Brenda Boyd created a fake page. That's why I'm damn near ready to block her today, just to be honest with you. I can't stand all that BS. I'm just going to keep it 100.
And everything ain't an 810 issue.
But it keep 810 keep getting brought up in it.
Quit bringing Mickey's name and 810. Like I said,
sick of it.
I've been in this since 2019. I didn't just start with this. So everything that happens with me ain't got nothing to do with Mickey and 810. I can hold my own.
But what it is, them same pages I seen in the fake page I seen over there in Flint Politics Reboot, study bring up 810. Study saying this. I just sit up and look at it and I'm like, damn, this what we doing. We can't never handle it behind the scenes. Never handle it behind the scenes. It always got to get brought up. This one got to say something. This one got to say this. This got to be back. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. And they wonder why Neely winning.
Start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Jessica from California.
Hey, Jessica.
Morning. Y'all are, well, you made it. I said it before. I'll say it again. You made it. Anytime your enemies become obsessed and preoccupied with you and what you're doing, what you're saying, you know that you have made it. You are making an impact. You are shedding light on shit that people want to keep quiet, and those forces do not like it. And that's why you're getting all of this static right now. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Keep doing what you're doing. It is discouraging and it's disheartening sometimes, and I can understand that. I can hear it in your voice. But you have, whether they realize it or not, or whether they appreciate it or not, the people of Flint owe you a debt because you're putting eyes and ears on what's happening in that city. More importantly, we're looking at the antics on the city council, and I think Tanya pointed this out on Saturday, Councilwoman Burns. This is not something that's unique to Flint. What's happening in Flint is, I'm not going to say it's a blueprint for what's happening in cities all over the country, but it's identical to what's happening in cities all over the country. People who are serving themselves or who ain't trying to hear what the people need, who are not concerned with the implications of their actions. All they're worried about is lining their own pockets, making these black urban centers great again. And again, you're shedding some light on that, talking about stuff that's happening in the community, and keeping a spotlight on what needs to be revealed. And no, you absolutely do not owe it to anybody to tailor your message to suit somebody else's agenda. You have a responsibility, not even as a media person, but as somebody with this platform, to be absolutely fair. And so you were absolutely correct earlier when you said that it doesn't have to necessarily be about Liddell Quincy. Politicians are held to a higher standard. So if Jerry Winfrey Carter, if Liddell's targets, if they vote wrong, or if they screw up, if they make a questionable decision, or if they walk past the standard. So if they don't introduce a resolution, or if they ignore a problem because they're so worried about some of the other stuff, then absolutely they should be called out. And like I said, anybody who doesn't like that, ain't nobody hold nobody at gunpoint saying you will watch the morning bump or have your head blown off. Mm-hmm. You will watch the Winters Hall show. You will watch Sister Circle. You will watch Live with Carol McIntosh. You will watch Trevor's Rant or have your head blown off. You have 100 million choices of media. There are 100 million things that you could be doing. Find something else to do. Quit making it your mission to fuck with other people just because you can, because you feel bold, because you're a keyboard warrior hiding behind a cyber mask. Get the fuck out of here. But that's my two cents for today.
Thank you, baby. Have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a blessed morning.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, you too, Vicky. Bye-bye.
Bye. And I seen a quote by Dennis Pfeiffer online this weekend, and I thought it was like it summed up everything. He said, if we are afraid to talk about the issues, then we will never get anything fixed. Period.
But I'll give this that blacks are the only ones who go through this mess, not no other ethnic group. They know how to deal with each other. But we go to fighting each other. This is madness.
Good morning, Carly. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is me from St. Louis. Nikki,
yes, ma'am.
Fuck them motherfuckers. That's your damn 810 is your damn show. If they don't like it, let them motherfuckers kick rock. You better not quit because of no damn body but yourself. If they don't like your show, then don't tune into your show. And I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck them motherfuckers. And nearly, I think this year is the year all of them going to get exposed. All of them going to be exposed this year. You look at what's going on now. This is a year of exposure. God is going to expose them. They can keep, like I said, they can keep thinking. They walk around and ain't nothing going to happen. But baby, when God get a hold to their ass, they gonna wish to God they had left shit alone. Look at what's happening now. But Nikki, hold your head up, because
yes,
if you don't, everybody else gonna follow. I told you your show gonna blow up. They don't like your show because your show tell the truth. They rather listen to that lying ass mayor theirs. And they really need to look at, do I like him or do I want my money? He's messing with their money.
Right.
Anybody mess with my damn money, ain't no ties with me and you my money. Fuck you.
Right.
But hold your head up. Because this is the year the deal gonna get exposed. All of them gonna be exposed. The lawyer gonna be, all of them gonna be exposed. So do what you gotta do, and God gonna be with you.
Thank you, St. Louis. We appreciate you, baby.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Press 1 to start the call. The call will start at the beep.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, y'all. This is Tia. I'm calling from here, there, and everywhere.
Good morning.
Y'all all right this morning?
Yes.
Hey,
hello.
Look, I just want to say this to you. I love the morning bump. And what I'm saying to you is 810 as a family, right? I ain't saying CNN or whatever, they just put it out there. But what I'm saying is, like, when you get, when that inbox question come in, if you see it's something for the school board, right? This is Clack's first year being president. And he has accomplished a lot of things. I don't like the fact that he waited to respond. I was hoping that he would have, if he done nothing else, came up there and said, wait, went to, whatever. Or he could have, called Shu after the fact and said, listen, this is what happened, or what have you. I was saying, like, when a complaint comes in, before you put it out, send him a copy of it. That way he can address it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, this is his first year. This is his first time. He a rookie. They elected him, made him the president on purpose. He was put in that presidency to fail. Because why? They know he ain't got no experience. They know he don't know Robert's Rules of Order. But he's doing from what I can see and what I have looked at factual receipts, Clark is doing the best he can. But he's going to have to work on being more direct. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to, like you said, yes, ma'am, develop a thicker skin. Because what he going to do when he got to face a group of parents or, a group of people, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to do, transposing and put yourself in the other person's shoes. And with 810, or whatever, same with you. If you were the president of the school board and this was your first year, you already know that it put you in a position to fail. You don't know who to trust and what to do. You already know you're going to be cautious about what you say. You're not finna get up there and speak and not have all the information. But I feel like Clack could have said, parents, just give me a moment. He wants them to come down there because he wants them to get involved. And as far as everybody that's attacking Nikki, they're looking at it like, okay, he's the president. They're not seeing 810 as we are a group. His show is his business, her show is her business. You see what I'm saying? They're looking at it as from a standpoint that Nikki should be controlling you. No, he does not have the right to control you because the morning bump is your show. This is your baby. I love the morning bump. I will bump until I can't bump no damn more. You know what I mean? But what other people have to understand, yeah, media can be a gift and a curse. And I would say, you got to let it roll off your back. I mean, it's no different than if somebody else were talking about you. No different. So y'all have a great day and keep pushing, keep striving for excellence. I'm gonna pull it out. That way you can go if you want.
You too.
And I'll meet you at the airport. All right.
Bye-bye. I appreciate you, Tia, for calling in. I didn't know that, Woodrow. That's good to hear.
Yolanda here, but I said good morning. I might didn't see because I had a call. I had to step out for a second.
So they got elections this Wednesday over at the Board of Education. Okay, so that's good. That's good to know. So we'll be there to see that. Yeah, we'll be there to see who gonna vote for who. I can't wait to see that. Can you? So yeah, I felt what you were saying, Tia, and I appreciate your call. I'm not gonna knock anybody that calls in because, like I said, you don't always have to agree with me. That's why it's an open platform. But again, if somebody inboxes me, a lot of times they inbox me and they say, I have talked to this person, I have done this. So I'm not gonna send it to them. So they'll figure out who it is, and then that person becomes a target. I don't owe anybody anything. If they ask me something, I'm gonna put it out there. That's just how I'm gonna do. And then they can respond or they can take it back on me like they did all this month. I don't give a damn.
But see, that's what you just missing. What I get BS from the same people that be everybody that toot your horn is not tooting the horn of 18. That's what I'm saying. Because they want to see that, like anytime something get broke up, like I feel like that didn't really have to be said. I got broken relationships with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Far as what the post you put up. When you know me, if I'm gonna say Winters who can break it up, do this, me and you would talk. We talks on the phone.
I put up no post.
Yeah, it's like when you said the only person, Mickey. That's what I'll be saying, getting put in the middle. But I was seeing the people that was commenting up under the post. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Not so much as you.
Oh, when I said the post this weekend, I meant what I stand on what I said. Yeah. I'm tired of people calling you, thinking that you gonna check me. You ain't my daddy.
But that's the thing. When do you see me call you and try to check you? Like
you haven't.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Some things like that. But I'm saying, but some things like that ain't have to be put out there. Is what I'm saying.
No, I feel like it did, Mickey, because they keep calling.
But it ain't. But what you missing? It ain't
so
just
comfortable calling you. About me.
Yeah. But that's what you know what I'm saying. You be thinking that. Like, if you want to say, yeah, Clack call was just talking about wasn't no 80 people kicked out. Now he did call me on that. That he did. But it don't think I keep getting calls with this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? People is only human. What you don't see a lot of times, I'll be on the background. But that's what I'm saying, Daphne. I see people be trying to sow seeds and want to do this and that and want to act like it's just such a breakup. I tell anybody, if I'm not tripping with you, why even pay attention to what people saying on the outside?
Because they do a whole damn live about me.
But what was it on 18?
Not one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, but was it? And I deal with that when they be doing that. Y'all don't just be understanding to what be going on. And to that thing, whoever said, nah, you do get tired of seeing BS when it's trying to make something. Because I don't run the Facebook and put, hold on. Hey, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. This is our guest. It's another chair. You can come in and sit in the back.
How you doing?
Good morning. Come on in and sit on down. Look who we got here with us this morning. We got the one and only Miss Beverly Biggs right here. We taking some calls. We talk. Was you listening to us coming up here? Go ahead, Mickey. Finish what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying I don't be liking that. Like I get it, trying to run a business. Everybody not gonna be happy and everybody not gonna be friends. But it just seemed like with us, it just be way more than what it is. Cause I'm listening. Believe me, I watch a lot of stuff. I know certain people who want to sit up, come down, and want to see ATN be destroyed. Everybody not no friend of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pick everybody for everybody can get along together. I pick people to be able to can handle their own and do what to do. The purpose is what? Get the recalls. Purpose, get Neely out of power. You know what I'm saying? But we too busy fighting amongst each other in general. That how you gonna get a man out? You know, how you gonna get this? And you don't know if he behind it. I watch a bunch of posts from people who act like, from especially them 2 fake pages. They quick to put a post up and see, well, 810 ain't together, this and that. We make it to make people think that we are, you know what I'm saying, it's not together. I can name you plenty of shows from Fox to CNN. A lot of the anchors didn't get along together. We can just go with local. When Dr. Weaver and Sam Riddle was on 910 Superstation, did they get along together? But they sat up there and did their show. They went and put on their shows. And if you got to shoot a fight, you got to shoot, you're going to have to shoot one. If you got to respond, but everything is not to be responded to, is what I look at.
That's what we need.
You know what I'm saying? Everything game.
Guys has a good show. And that's what they're mad about. It's like the top of the line. So do you realize if you got the top of the line show, they're going to want to knock you down.
Right. And this, and I like what W.T. Green said. You can't call the producers or CEOs of CNN,
Right.
Fox, but
Right.
I'll answer if they call. I'm gonna answer the phone and talk to you. People who not part of 810, I go ahead and still take the call because I'm just that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I try to find medium ground on anything we do, and I'll be the main one to say it again. I don't agree. You know, everything. I don't just jump out there wrong because I didn't agree with when that picture got sent. When I'm like, I wouldn't put that out, even on your what's and your platform, because that what they want to do is destroy credibility.
Absolutely.
And that's what's going on. Why you think I said, no, I'm not putting that on 810.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I look at everything. I don't just look at from one side, even with the meeting. I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with that at all. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? I thought people should have been out getting recalls. That's the whole focus should have been, but who am I? You know what I'm saying? I spoke my piece and kept it going. You know what I'm saying? It just, I feel like they just want, it's so much, it's so many layers to this, it's crazy.
At that meeting, nobody showed any interest of going out or helping someone to get Liddell recall.
Really?
No one.
Nobody?
No one.
Okay, so y'all hearing it right here for yourself. From
Nobody approached me. Nobody said.
Wait a minute. Let me introduce you. We have with us in the studio this morning Mrs. Beverly Biggs, who is leading the recall effort against Liddell Lewis of the 2nd Ward. And Miss Beverly Biggs is about to talk about, well, that's not all she was about to talk about, but what she was beginning to talk about was the meeting that happened at Christ Fellowship a week ago, this past Thursday at 4 p.m., you know, the great meeting. The floor is yours.
Nobody came to me when I announced that we need to get her out of the seat and said, I'll help. You know, I'm going to call you and we can get together and get signatures. It's been like 4 ladies that I know that has been right there beside me, making sure that we get these signatures. And it's to the point to where you can't get frustrated, but that's politics.
Right.
You know, the preachers don't mention it in the churches. Everybody think it's nothing. You got a person that took $40 million and decided to give it to the general funds of the city hall, and we haven't got a doorknob.
Nope.
We haven't got a light bulb. And
Nope.
these are the cheaper things. You don't have to talk about the roofs, the windows, a doorknob, a light bulb, a socket put in your wall. But Liddell Lewis got $50,000 opera fund money. We need to try to make this make sense.
And the man that put you out from cooking up there at
she was
the Kennedy
one
Center
who went to him and told him if he gave, she would give him $50,000 to remove me from the Kennedy Center because I'm making the Kennedy Center look bad. But I'm giving this man $250 and $500 a week.
And you put the receipts up. You was giving them more than that.
A week. But you know, they want to scoop that under the rug like it ain't never been said.
Right.
Like it ain't never been done. But we need her out of that seat. After we get her, we need to go to Judy Priestley.
Absolutely.
We need to Candace, they're gonna do something today to make that vote don't go.
They're gonna break quorum.
They're gonna do something to make that vote don't go.
We know that.
But I'm out here. I got 30 days to get her out of this seat.
How many more recall signatures do you need?
I'm gonna say 300.
300. Okay.
But it's less than that.
Okay. But you're aiming for 300.
I'm aiming for
so
300.
you have more. Okay.
You know, but she has to go.
And what a lot of people don't even know, Miss Bev, you don't even stay in the second ward.
No, do not stay in the second ward. I'm in the third ward. Quincy Murphy ain't doing jack, you know, but he's on sick leave for his job for Lear, but he's on the council seat and getting paid.
Well, that's strange because when I was working and on sick leave, my attorney advised me, you know, you don't go to any other board meetings. You don't do that if you're on sick leave from your job.
He on slick leave, not
slick leave. Oh, I'm sorry. You said slick leave.
Slick leave.
Okay.
You know, and he think they don't know anything about it. But I have reported him, and I'm gonna keep reporting him. It's not over. You guys think that you're doing something big. You're not. You're not. I want to see if Liddell gonna give her her 50,000 to keep his lights and stuff on once he lose that job, because he gonna lose that job.
I hate to see anybody lose their
He's
living.
gonna lose that job.
Okay, okay, but I'm just saying, I hate to see anybody lose their means of income.
I had an income, but Liddell chose to give the pastor $50,000.
Well, shit, you got a point there.
I had an income.
You right. Now you right.
But you know what? They ain't hurted me. They have blessed me.
Right.
Because the day that he put me out, I made $3,000.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your cash at, Miss Bev? Because people been asking and they wanna help you out.
$ Beverly Biggs Levy. That's my cash app.
So that's $ Beverly Biggs Levy. Let me see if I can put that up here too for you real quick. Because they blessed you last time. You need gas, lunch money. You gotta pay the people that's helping you. Them people be hungry out there.
Hold on, how we spell your name?
Beverly.
Okay, I put the wrong one.
Levy.
Biggs.
Leavy.
Leaby.
Leavy. Okay, good. Okay, somebody share that to the.
Put it on the screen. It'll be on the screen. It's up on the page for they all can see it.
All right,
and that's to help Miss Beverly Biggs because she need the help. But you know, that's what I agree with you. As far as the Quincy situation, I'm 1,000% behind you because he do need to go. And like how that's why one of the reasons why I have problems with the pastors for that right there. But you preaching God work. And I'm not saying all religion got people in it who mess up. And ain't none who ain't
messed up.
You know, it's just that when you see something like that, he a pastor. Like you see Chris Martin, like you see Harris when Dennis Pfeiffer said monkey in the room. But he was talking about the monkey business. But look how that blew out.
But Harris, I have to say he's a good pastor. Okay, in my opinion. Okay.
Right. It just
my opinion.
Okay.
I had got into some trouble.
Right.
And when I went to court, Harris was there before I was.
Okay.
So he stood behind me 100%, right or wrong. You know. But Liddell went and put that out there of the monkey in the middle, knowing he wasn't really directly to her, because we all would have said something.
We all
was sitting there.
Yeah, but that's my thing, that like what she did, even when she doctored Tanya flyer, and she sent that out to him. That was my thing. Like, do we do due diligence anymore? Don't get me wrong. I got some friends that you're probably like, that's not a good person. He could not be a good person, but he could be good to me.
Right.
And that's how I just look at Harris. Like, he jumped out there, concerned pastor.
He asked me, what did Liddell say to me?
Right.
About that. I wish I could fuck her. He asked me that, and I said, that's what she said to me.
That's what she told you?
That's what she said to me. See, that's why she caught me in the elevator, her and Quincy, and then Quincy said he didn't hear her say that. We wasn't nobody in the elevator but me, you, and her. There's no way. Yeah, he's gonna stick up for her. But he said he lost respect for me. Shit, I lost respect for him when I thought he liked them little boys. I keep telling y'all that. And then I just found out that Liddell been gay since she was 16.
These are the views and opinions of Miss Beverly Biggs.
These are my opinions. You got people that you putting dirt on them, but you got so many skeletons in your closets that is pitiful. You gotta, and I went by their house.
Taking calls too.
I went by their house and by Liddell's house, and the guy was standing in the window, and he said, "Do you want?" He said, "May I help you?"
Hold on, Miss Beverly. Okay. Good morning, caller. You been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Justin from California. First of all, good morning, Miss Bev. I just wanted to tell her real quick: if you lose the respect of somebody like Quincy Murphy, you're doing good. You don't want to be respected by somebody like that. That's like like the devil or somebody, a garbage person. Get respect from a garbage person. Consider the source. He is a fraudster. He is a liar. He is corrupt, and he is a thief. If he lost respect for you, good. That means you're doing good.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you for calling. And let me do my disclaimer. The views of today's show is not that of 810 News Media Group.
No, don't come
but I'm gonna be on the plane with you, Miss Bev. I'm gonna ride this one out because I get what you're saying. I truly believe. But that's my thing. It's like, and it was said before, and I give you credit for this one, to be careful who you trying to put on when you replace, like Kay Fields got replaced, who we get Judy Priestley, who we get Liddell Lewis, and we got to be honest with, it was people who was backing Liddell Lewis to get on the board. I mean, not on the board, on the council. You know what I'm saying? We really got to be honest with that. It was actually people who was backing her.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's up? This is Art Woodson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Bev, sorry about that. Miss Bev, I'm sorry. I'm running behind, and I couldn't make it the way I said I was gonna make it. Things came up. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna make up for it, though. All right. I'm gonna make up for it. Hey, let me say this, man. It's so much foolery going on, man. Pastor Harris is a sellout. Pastor Harris, when Pastor Thompson, when she cussed him out twice, all the pastors want to get together at the leadership meeting. Oh, we're gonna have a meeting with Liddell. So soon as they have a meeting, as soon as Liddell go to them, Chris Martin and Harris want to have a press conference. They didn't want to go to in front of the council and say something. Ain't no way Harris hasn't done his due diligence. Just like with the Board of Education. Chris Martin had Harris and Pastor Wilkerson out there, and they said, the person called me and told me that they worked for him. So that bull crap about he didn't know, I ain't even going for that. The first time, okay, but the second time, Due diligence is what they do. They have meetings. They have concerned pastors meetings on what they get ready to go protest and work on. That's a bunch of crap. I don't believe nothing Pastor Harris say anymore. I said it. If they don't, personally, he might be a good person. But politically and the social action stuff, they all sold out. They political prostitutes. And I said it. And if it gets back to them, tell them I said it. Put my name on it. Wrap it up in a gift. Art Woodson said it.
Thank you, Art.
And I'll talk about some other stuff later
That's
on.
for
I
you
know
up there,
y'all
this
need
question.
other callers, but I just wanted to say that part.
Thank you. I had wrote that down also too for you, Miss Bev. This comes from Chris Caleb. Have you met with the second ward replacement?
No, I haven't. I've heard a couple people want this spot,
Okay.
but do they qualify? That's what my problem is.
And what qualifications are you looking for?
Somebody that's not a thief, somebody that's not a liar. You're going to do what needs to be done for the citizens of Flint. You're not going to line your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is so important. And a lot of us don't realize that these people are doing this. A lot of doors that we knock on, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
They just is lost. And it's so sad that our people is lost. A lot of people think they in the 5th ward. A lot of people think they still in the 6th ward.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
Liddell have got so much out there. The ward is so large.
Mm-hmm.
To the people are lost.
Yep.
They don't look at the news no more. And they don't see what really goes on.
Right.
You know, I don't feel like watching the news. That's what,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't feel like watching that. But you need to watch that.
Yes,
These are people that got your money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And you like, okay, I don't care. They need to get a wake-up call. It needs to be a wake-up call out here.
Right.
We could knock on hundreds of doors. And we did Genesee Street yesterday.
Did you? Did you go back and get that paper from my homegirl?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that.
She had it all filled out?
Yeah, I got that.
See, people that filled out papers
But
for me.
we need, if we can get somebody in a block or every block that we have and say, hey, let my neighbor.
Right.
I'm going to talk to my neighbor and get her signature. This is what we need. We only have 30 days.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
Demetrius, North Carolina.
Hey, North Carolina. What's going on?
You tell me, since we started, the city of Flint is just falling into disarray more and more. Especially when it comes down to these ridiculous resolutions and how the council keep breaking rules and even breaking their charter. But it seems like nothing's getting done about it. People doing a lot of talking and a lot of commenting, but there's no real action. Like, who actually going to go to the governor to have the government intervene with what's going on? Who's going to report these people to the State Department for Department of Justice for the illegal stuff that they're doing? Yes, Kate Field was crooked, but one thing she did not mind was making referrals to the DOJ when she felt like stuff was going a little weird. And yet you got people on the council that's doing a lot of gossip, a lot of talking, and honestly a lot of grandstanding. But nothing's really getting done.
Absolutely.
They're not really taking no action to make referrals to the DOJ. They keep asking the attorney for advice, which they already know he's going to give them something illegal. But instead of actually fighting back and getting another attorney or reaching out for outside help to actually deal with what's going on, they just make a lot of comments and a bunch of showboating that really does nothing besides keep those five people in power. Liddell knows she got the 5 votes. That's why she wants to continue to do what she's doing. And honestly, they trying to keep shit on the council because they already know that who's really going to run against Eva in the 9th ward. Who's really going to be a viable candidate for the 9th ward? Like, let's be real about this whole thing. They don't kick names out for 90 days so they can run whatever they want through the board because they got the 5 votes. And they already know Mays is going to speak out against everything that he sees that's not right. He's going to hold them accountable. While the rest of them just grandstand. I love Winfrey Carter. I love Burns. And I love Cypher. And it's time for some real action. Start making some referrals. Start reaching out to some of these people in high power that actually can come in and do something about what's going on. Besides just sitting there fighting Liddell. Because honestly, Liddell would be being Liddell. She could be in a box by herself dying, and she would still be Liddell. Because she's just too far gone. There is no help for that woman. And for Quincy to be all these many years talking about the people and he's here for the people, he's here for the residents, and then just to get on that council and completely go haywire, like the fact that he told the people on the Southern Board that it is our responsibility to choose who we want on the council. Y'all time is during the general election. Now, when you was running for council, you were for the people. But once you became on council, you put them and said, screw people. I'm going to do what I want to.
Right.
It's time to hold these people accountable. It is time to hold these people accountable.
Thank you so much, caller. We love you. Thank you for bumping with us.
It's a question for you. I'm gonna try to clear out the cussing in it. It's from Tony. He said, Miss Beverly, let me ask you a real question. Do you ever get approached by folks you know full of S and they ain't about to do S, but they steady talking your head off, and have you encountered these types of individuals on your journey? If so, how do you handle them?
I don't handle them because you don't have to deal with them type of people. We knock on the door and they say they for Liddell. Oh, thank you. Have a blessed day. Mm-hmm. You don't have to cuss them out. You know, we went to a house yesterday and the woman signed before, but her boyfriend came to the door and he said, she said she didn't sign. But we got her name down. That's okay. Have a blessed day.
Right.
You don't have to argue with these people or do anything wrong. If you want Liddell to stay in the seat, don't sign. If you want her out of the seat, call me.
And that's one of the that caller that called in, I really appreciate it. Now you see me jotting down notes as that caller was going. Miss Bev, do you think they really want Liddell gone? You just sat here and told me that at that meeting, nobody came up to you. At that meeting, nobody spoke about those recalls. We don't see a push for her being gone.
Now, the first time we had the signatures, you know, but it looked like she done went out there and put a brownie point on somebody's porch.
Right.
You know, I'll give you a cake if you don't sign this paper.
Right.
You know, I'll give you $5 if you don't answer to the call. But regardless of what she did, she's wrong.
Right.
We exposing her.
Yes, ma'am.
And we will knock on them doors until we can't knock anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
I believe we're gonna get her. You know, I'm not far from having the signatures.
Yes, ma'am.
But we need more people to come out and say, I want her to be removed. If you don't want her to be removed, don't call us. If you want her to be removed, let us knock on that door, answer them doors, and get her out of here. Because she's hurting the city. She's not helping the city.
But this is my question for you. Like, do the people in the second ward, because you did speak on, do they understand what's going on?
A lot of them don't. They do not. A lot of them. And then you knock on where Tanya had, you know, Tanya was the council person.
Right.
They didn't even know that she wasn't their council person anymore.
Over off of El Dorado
Drive, you got Patterson Street, you got Salone, Seneca, you have all them streets over there that do not know that
Clement.
She's not the council person anymore. They think that their old people are still there. And we have gone by houses several times. I bet you I done went over one lady's house about 15 times.
Wow.
Just to get her and her son's signature. And, you know, it's sad because they really don't realize or they don't care. Now, I have had some have called me and say, my mother lived at such and such an address. please come over here and get her signature. I got over there. I didn't get one signature. I got 2 signatures. There's one people where it say, well, I don't want to sign this time. And my husband will go across the street and knock on them people, and the husband and wife will sign.
Right.
So we getting the signatures.
Right.
But it's just a lot of people say, like, I've been waiting on. I got a lot of people say, I've been waiting on you to knock on my door.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But then you got a lot that don't know, and a lot that listen to you guys have called and said, please come over and get a signature. Flint Caskett say, I want to sign, but he's in the first ward.
Okay.
So, and it's been some good, it's been some good vibes, but we need people to get for the next 30 days that let's get out here
and grind
and get on this ground. And if we have to knock 2 or 3 times and we done been by that person's house, we sorry, but we need to make sure that we hit this house.
Right.
So what I do now, I have a book that I highlight every address that we done went by. I highlight if you got one person that signed in that house and they got 3 more people, I might knock the next day, the other 2 might be at the house.
Yes, ma'am.
So we need to touch and hit these doors in the next 30 days to have Liddell removed out of our city council. And I've never been into politics.
Me neither.
Never. My mother always been into politics. And I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that.
Right,
but
right.
After listening to Liddell from the county to the dorm to now, she got to go.
I agree with you. I'm all the way with you.
Couple questions. And I'm sorry because I got Facebook here, but I got to look up here for YouTube's comments. But I see you may or may not know these answers. But how many registered voters are there in the 2nd ward, and what are the boundaries of the 2nd ward?
The 2nd ward started Stewart Street.
Okay.
Okay. It goes all the way to Salone.
Okay.
Okay. It goes from Industrial all the way to Clio Road.
Oh, wow. So she done got Metropolitan Church now, too?
Yeah.
Bursting?
Yeah.
Well, there's another question for you from the YouTube.
From the YouTube side.
YouTube.
Mickey, please ask Miss Bev if a catered event offering folks the opportunity to sign would be helpful. I'm willing to buy pizzas, cookie, coffee, or whatever.
Say that again.
Like she wanted to know, like, can we get some food on the table and have people to come out and sign if they know they're going to get some free food?
If we can find a location.
Yeah, she was saying she's willing to buy the piece, contribute to the piece of cookies. Even I would throw some money in on it.
We would have to find a location for somebody to come and put one person there, and they can sign the clipboard and get pizza or coffee or whatever they need. I don't have a problem with that.
I'll contribute to that.
We need to get people on these doors because you don't have the older people not coming out.
Right.
To get no pizza, no donut, no nothing.
Right.
They're going to stay right in their home, and they want to know what's going on. It's sometimes you can hear at one lady's house, and she was an elderly lady, and he was trying to help her. It took him almost 30 minutes because they don't write like they used to write. And you got to make sure that everything is on that line, that it's going to be correct. You got a lot of people that want to put their birthday down for that today's date.
Right.
And we have to go back.
Right. You have to check
you have to make sure before you leave that all of this is in order because a lot of people just don't sign petitions.
Right.
But then you got a lot of our younger people say, I don't put my name on a document, but you put your name on a check.
Right.
If it was a check, you would put your name on
right.
it. You need to do the same thing for the people that knowing what's going on in the city of Flint. You need to abide by that too, because there's a lot of scams out here.
Right.
And these people that's down the 5 foolish, they're scammers.
Yeah.
And she, when we didn't get her the first time, she thought we wasn't going to get evil worthy.
Right.
But I did not, my job was my first time doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
This job, I'm going to ensure all the T's is crossed
And all the
all-
I's is dotted.
We got to.
Now, have you heard of anybody that they're running, that's going to run in the ninth ward? It's like the greatest secret ever in the history of Flint.
No, I have not.
I would
That's
love to
just
see
crazy.
somebody from the Regencies get it.
You need somebody that's, I agree, you need somebody that needs to
I
understand
do.
all people.
I do, because don't get it twisted where they think because you grew up in a apartment complex that them people is not educated people out there. It's just circumstances why they
Yes.
stay in an apartment and not a
Absolutely
house.
agree.
But I
Absolutely
do believe
agree.
if we can get somebody from the Regencies to run, I believe they will come in and do, because the Regencies is not getting represented right from the ninth ward.
Yep. And for the almost 300 people that we have on here watching, that caller from North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever they was from, they was asking, like, why is nobody going to the Department of Justice or going to the state? You got to realize this, in my humble opinion, and I don't know if you agree, I'm saying this out of my mouth, the state is not working for us. You got to realize the state is the one, when Whitmer got elected again and brought in Nessel, they dropped all of the charges, everything that they had against everybody that was involved in that water lawsuit, and said that they was going to redo them. And then the time slowly ran out. Do you know Rick Snyder is the only one that's gotten any type of payment from the water settlement? Because we had to pay for his attorneys. So it makes you wonder, is the state working for us or are they working against us? So how can we go to somebody for help when they're not really there to help us?
But wasn't the state the one who caused the problem?
Yes.
So how you gonna go to the people who caused the problem to help you? Because I mean, like you didn't show. I mean, I'm gonna say you, but counsel being recorded, you people getting to see in real time the corruption. Liddell, like she lied and said she didn't walk out. And I got to give a shout out to 810 Flint, because they made the TikTok when she walked out on the Mitchell boys vote and knew that mother was hurting. Lied about the Black Lives Matter mural. O'Connor's gonna slide. You know, she been proved to be a liar.
Right, Jasmine.
Every time she opens her mouth, she lies. Every time.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I have never, and she talk a good game, but that's what it is, a game. Because she thinking that we're not paying it any attention. You know, they bid it on what, 70 mills for Ashley Capital?
$72 million.
$72 million for Ashley Capital. And he got a lawnmower, and she got trick-or-treat candy.
$1,500. So it should be kids.
Trick-or-treat candy.
Should be kids running around with rotten teeth with all the candy she bought.
$1,500 worth of candy. But that show you what we sell out for.
We got to pay this money back.
Yep.
When Ashley clean that site up, who they think they're coming to?
The residents.
$2 million for the garbage can.
Oh, have you got yours yet, Miss Bev?
No, I had got them before. I got them free before. So you know they're probably not going to give me any. Give me another set.
No, you paid $2 million, so it should go to everybody.
You know, it's ridiculous. You guys are selling for these things that doesn't mean a whole lot to the city.
And they lie to you. They tell you things like, we have serial numbers on the garbage cans, so when they go missing, we'll track them down and locate the serial number and get them back to you. When we got human trafficking and y'all can't even find the damn people that's missing, but you're gonna go look for a garbage can.
Yeah,
that's how they talk to us, like we dumb. And they're trying to dumb us down.
They want us to think that what they're doing is right. I don't see how they can lay their head down at night.
I say that, how even they can say they pastors and you believe in God. And you seeing how the people getting their water not clean. The people in the second ward have feces and everything that came out that pump station number 5 in their basement. Like, how can you not see what's going on? How can you not ride through the second ward, see tarps on the house? Flint looked like really a third world country.
Yeah.
When you ride down some of these neighborhoods.
You go down some of these neighborhoods, it's so much trash. And the people right next door say, oh, it's fine. I like Liddell. You the stupidest person I've seen in a long time. Okay, just like when they said about the 40 mil. Judy Priestley been hollering for months. Tell me where we're going to get the money from, and I'll be gladly to go there. But you take 40 mils and put in the general fund?
Right.
But you supposed to be the treasurer?
But remember, she said on council the money wasn't for the people.
When we was over there at the county building.
She said the money wasn't for the people.
So who was it for?
She said it was sent to the government. It was not sent to you. It was sent to us, the government, not to the people.
So that means she can get her kitchen remodeled?
Allegedly.
You know, Liddell can get trick-or-treat candy?
We seen the check.
But ain't that against the charter? When that going against the charter,
they
says
pay attention to they don't pay attention to nothing.
But no that's why
rules, no nothing.
But when you know ain't no police gonna do nothing, the election, this past election, which had taint on it. From seals being broke, just look how they lost some papers for your recall when you put in.
They lost 7 sheets.
But
ain't
nothing can happen. So it's like, even if you go to the feds, don't get me wrong, and I say this, and and believe me, I'm not with this person in no kind of way, but look how Mayor Weaver was, the feds was coming in on her. You didn't have to wait. She was steady being marched down the court and this and that, but Neely, nothing happened. It come out, he said, one of the Mitchell boys, and bless their mother for the pain, because you know what she going through, pray for her, but to not get no justice for your kids, why that ain't a big thing. And I hate to compare, but remember when the white kids
let something happen to one of his kids.
Oh, he'd be hollering.
Let something happen to one of his kids.
And you, go ahead.
You got to always think about that.
Right.
Just because you on the up, you gonna come down one day.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to meet them same people that you stepped on the way up. You're going to have to look at them in their face when you're coming back down.
If he's running for Dale Kildee seat, we, the people of City of Flint, need to stop it. Don't vote for him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do not vote for him. If you vote for him, you might as well stay and vote for Liddell.
Right.
Right. Or vote to give yourself away to the state, because
Harold is on the screen.
It's going to be a state. It's going to be a state takeover.
Yeah.
The phone lines are still open. Call us 810-207-5058. Miss Bev, while we're waiting for the next caller to come in, and I may have to cut you off when the calls come in. Well, what are you thinking about that 90-day suspension they gave Eric Mason? How can we motivate the residents of the First Ward to come out and speak up for their damn selves?
He goes to court on the 11th. Okay. We should go to that court. We should pack that courtroom. Even though it's in Detroit, we need to pack that courtroom.
We go to Detroit to the casino. We go eat,
everywhere else.
Shop.
We go everywhere else.
Barbecues, crab boils.
I don't know what time it is,
but
I'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is a good question for you right here, Mrs. Bev. It said, how about when Councilman May was the only person on the ballot, they changed the law?
Yeah, that shows you what the state of Michigan did to the other caller. When Eric May, you remember that? Eric Mays was the only one that signed and got all of his paperwork in order to be put on the mayoral ballot. It was an email that Art Woodson put out that came from the governor's office that said, we can't allow him to be the mayor of the city of Flint. Yeah. I put that out. It was an email. Black, as my daddy say, black on white don't lie. And we seen it. Art, if I'm lying, am I lying? Art, put it back up. It said that we can't allow Eric Mays to be the mayor of the city of Flint. And this is the same people that you want us to go to for help. The state not working against us. Even though it's a different governor, same people in place. Ask yourself, why did Rick Snyder back Governor Whitmer? He got off.
Eric knows the charter, and that's what they're mad about. Eric knows the charter like you guys know football, basketball, baseball. He studied. And none of them, they don't want to study. They want to just hand to them.
Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to start the call. The call will start at the beep.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Harold Timberlake. Again, I want to just say y'all are doing a great job. This question is for Miss Bev. Miss Bev, those that do not stay in the second ward, I believe that's the one. The signatures are needed. Those that don't stay in the second ward, what is something that could be the biggest help, biggest blessing to you, because you are you're one of our elders and you're out there, you're on the streets, and there's a lot of younger people that may not stand in the second ward that's definitely willing to help. What's the best thing that some of us can do that can help you to get this done? That's my question.
The younger people can
Thank you,
come,
caller.
the younger people can come out and help knock on doors.
Right.
That's so important. Knocking on doors is the key. And I thought that Bias already had the signatures, that we can just go back to them people and have them to re-sign. Like I say, Liddell must have done touched some of them, and they don't want to answer. They don't want to answer the door, or they don't want to sign anymore.
Oh yeah, she reached out to him.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
It's Trevor, and I'm bumping.
Hey, Trevor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Bev.
Hey.
It's not often we get two beautiful young ladies in the studio. I thought I'd call in, give my 2 cents, and remind people that the signatures aren't your only fight, right? You're also on the lawsuit with me and Art. You're also been pushing things with Eric Mays. You are quite possibly one of the most approachable movers and shakers, so you just don't act like a mover and a shaker. So I'm just here to sing your praises today.
Oh, that's sweet, Trevor.
Thank you.
She said thank you.
Well, you ladies have a wonderful day, and Mickey,
Yes,
try
sir.
not to let them drag you too nuts, buddy.
Oh no, I'm good, Trevor.
Have a good one, Trevor. Thank you.
I don't think the fight is not worth it. It's just everybody, you get burnt out at times. It's a hell of a fight.
Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from? Okay, you got the feedback, caller. We're gonna have to get you to turn that down. Okay, they're gonna have you gotta call when you call in.
Turn the phone.
Turn your phone, an iPad, a TV, or whatever you have us on. Turn it down. I know you want to hear yourself, but you can hear us in the phone that you're calling from.
This for you, Miss Beverly. Michelle Young said, I think the time you are going out for signatures when people at work, so we need a weekend group to knock doors.
Shit, you got that too, don't you?
We got a weekend group too, but we're knocking doors on the weekend, and there's 2 or 3 cars in the driveway, and they won't answer the door.
I got them ring doorbells. Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Christy from the DFW.
Hey.
I just want to say good morning to Mickey Winters
Good
and
morning.
Miss Bell. And I also want to ask, how do we, the people in other states, help in any way?
You want to answer that, Miss Bell? Thank you, caller. Is that all you had?
I thank you for the help,
Okay,
but just keep us in prayer.
Right.
We keep us in prayer, because we need all the prayer we can get, because you don't know, some of these doors you knock on, you don't know who on the other side.
Right.
And
we're not here soliciting for money.
No,
we're not doing none of that.
Right.
So even though we need the money, $ Cash App 810 News Media Group. We can't forget that. No matter how mad or disturbed that we get, we want to take this time out to welcome our visitors. If you are visiting with us today, make sure that you go to Cash App $810 News Media Group. Also, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy is out there, and her Cash App is posted at the bottom of the screen. It's pinned to the comments on the Facebook side. $Beverly Biggs Levy. That's BEVERLY BIGGSLEAVY. So bless her with a little change to keep that gas going and get them signatures, and also put a little food in her stomach. And don't forget, she got workers working for her out there. You say you won't change, so it's the lady that's trying to make the change happen. Miss Bev, when we talk about change, we talk about people that are they say one thing and then they we're gonna be better than the last council. We're not gonna keep you here all night. We're gonna work for you, the residents of the city of Flint. And then when they get in there, whoosh, it's like they turn around like that man, what's they call Superman, used to go in that phone booth and come back out in a suit. That's what they've been doing to us.
We need better council people. We need, just to be honest, you know, we all might not agree, but be honest when it comes to the citizens of Flint. That's all we ask for. We're not asking for a whole lot. Like I said, I've never been into politics, but when you see all this crooked stuff going on, if you lie down in crooked, you're gonna wake up in crooked. I
Right.
can't lie down knowing that you're doing wrong to the citizen of Flint. I don't care if it's $1 or $2, $10,000, $1 million. You have to do right. You know, don't get your 501c3 and don't get a citizen of Flint a doorknob.
That's
Right.
true. That's very true.
This might be the problem you having, Miss Biggs.
Flint's caskets. Lewis told him not to answer the door. She would send the state of the city to come to their home. I mean, that could be.
Bullying the residents.
It could be because she's been sending out a bunch of literatures.
I've been hearing that. Maurice Davis said he got some.
Yeah, and some of them answer and some of them don't. You know, it's up to us to get it right.
And he said that some of the literature that he was getting, it wasn't even mailed. It was placed in the mailbox.
So, my sister.
And you got some?
My sister and her husband was out of town.
Well, look here.
And this was placed in that mailbox. And this is the same lady that she told call consumers to get your lights.
Oh, she didn't know that she was asking, for their vote, but then telling them, dissing them on the back end.
They were on a cruise.
Well, look at this little flyer that came. My work speaks for itself. And she's she's trying to start a podcast we hear, I guess, to dispel everything. They get real. You can get anything done during election and recall season. Support Dr. Liddell Lewis, 2nd Ward council person. Oh, she done did all of this stuff.
But this is the killing part. Down at the end. Read that one down at the end.
Secured funding to provide Ring doorbells for our seniors and disabled population. You got a Ring doorbell?
No.
My mom ain't got one either. Is it someplace we're supposed to call to get a Ring doorbell from the 2nd Ward?
No.
Yeah. Well, let's read that. You want me to read some of them?
Read all of them.
Let's read all of them. This is all the things that she says she has done in the 2nd Ward. Supported and lobbied. There go that word again. Lobbied for the transformational development of the old Buick City site. I thought Quincy said he did that. Oh, okay. First council person to start ward meetings.
Thought they've been doing that. I watched
They've
Eric
been
have
doing
plenty
that.
of them.
810 determines that's a lie. A foster events that has brought community members, law enforcement, and elected officials together. I've created environments where residents listen to one another, developed compassion, found common ground, and then worked to formulate ways of moving forward together. Okay. Provide resources to parents like information and turkeys, as well as things to our scholars like books and team spirit. Okay. Drafted a resolution officially declaring November as Military Family Appreciation Month in the city of Flint. Pioneered and promoted the use of our 70 beautiful parks citywide. Secured funding to improve the community. Partnering with Genesee Health System to address mental health on Flint North Side and beyond. Partnering with Sheriff Swanson and the Genesee County Sheriff Department to get vicious dogs off the streets. Initiated a partnership with the American Red Cross and Flint Fire Department to install smoke detectors in and it's capitalized, every home in the city of Flint. championing the Fair Housing Act so our returning citizens can have a decent place to live and an opportunity to move toward a more positive life path. Partnered with Consumers Energy to upgrade street lights.
Ain't there some street lights missing that
Yeah,
the people?
it's a whole block that ain't got no lights. Okay, keep going. Established the largest cleanup team for the Flint Park Lake area. And then the last one is secured funding to provide Ring doorbells for our seniors and disabled population. We're going to fold this right back up and give it back to you.
Who would have said it's paid for by? Who did that? Because I'm saying people
She
saying
said she did that.
She did this.
She said she did that.
And she put it in the mailbox. Don't the
Yeah.
mailbox is owned by the U.S. Post Office?
The federal government.
So she could be in trouble for that, right?
Well, I mean,
call a postmaster because
she said it. This is my works. It's right up here. My works speak for itself. She said her works. Call 810-407-2877. Email at llewis@cityofflint.com. Support Dr. Liddell Lewis, second ward council person. So this is like her recall election flyer. She's saying she did all of this. The one I like the best is provide resources to parents like information and turkeys.
No, this for you right here. This one I'm reading this right here. This I had to go back and look for that.
Mailbox belongs to the United States Postal Service. Drop-in notes are not legal. Call your postmaster to report.
We need to get on it.
I love the chat.
The residents, listen, we do this for you.
I love the chat. Good morning, Pastor Lakes.
Y'all got to call and report this stuff if you're happy with it.
It said must have a bulk mail stamp. Do it have a bulk mail stamp on it?
No. These were not mailed out. These were handed delivered
to the. Yeah.
And then we see some of these getting handed out at council too.
I didn't see it.
I did. I seen some of them. I don't know if she was the one handing them out, but I seen them floating around at council. Now I don't know if people was just bringing it down there to share what they had, but I seen these getting floated out.
How much
and
more
this is
proof
the
do
second
you
different
need?
one.
Yeah, and then
Maurice had a long one,
yeah,
a big flyer that was in his door.
Then she had the audacity to say, Dennis Pfeiffer bucked up at a girl.
No, at her.
Bucked up at a girl. He bucked up at Butch.
Stop. This is the views and opinions of don't.
He didn't buck up at a girl.
We
He
don't have no lawyers.
Butch. Me neither.
I don't want to be recording out the street now. I mean,
we gonna get put out, man. Miss Beverly.
She's just a liar. Every time she opened her mouth.
No, it was gone. Now what happened? Because she said, how are you gonna allow this man he jumped at her? Did you see any jump? Like that's a long ass jump. That's like that man that was jumping at that damn judge.
He did like that in the seat.
So he fell back in his seat.
You're right.
So how's that coming at her?
That was, he bucked up at a girl.
Okay.
A bush. You notice she was Shaka Khan one day and she butched the next week.
We love LGBTQIA plus community on here. They we're for everybody.
We are for everybody. I have no
except for that one that Miss Bill talk about.
Hit that light switch behind you. The light switch behind you. The light went off.
The light went off. See, that's good. The light went off. Somebody know where we at 8:10. Wait a minute. I can't get the light to come back on.
Don't worry about it.
There we go. Here we got another caller coming in. Caller, I got you. Hold on. Here it goes.
I ain't never been this nervous in my life today.
Good morning, caller. You're on the air. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Joyce. I'm actually calling from Ohio.
Ohio in the building.
Hello.
I've been watching Flint Council meetings on YouTube. I would say probably, 4 or 5 years. It's been a long time. So, like now, the popularity has grown, but I've been watching for a long time. But my question is, what's with Dale Lewis? Like, how is she a resident of Flint? It was like they had so many different people on council, they were being replaced, and then all of a sudden she just kind of appeared, and doesn't seem to be the most truthful person in the world, because you can look sometimes at the podcast, and she kind of like lies and contradicts herself, like from one meeting to the other. But I'm wondering, like, is she a resident of Flint? How did she just appear in Flint? Or is she kind of like that carpetbagger type that kind of goes to different states and kind of gets in with the who's who and ends up in politics? It seems that way to me, at least.
Oh, well, thank you, caller, for calling in. We will address that right now. Thank you. So it seems like now, and I'm gonna let you answer too. This is she went to school here. That's all been established. She grew up in Flint. She left. One night she got mad at me on Facebook and she kind of got beside herself and said, "It's not my fault that you can't afford 2 houses." And that's when we said, "Ah, you stayed in Maryland." That's where she made that janky song before that about all the people in Flint. You're janky. Your bottled water is janky. Your kids is janky. If you didn't vote, you're janky. You're janky, janky. But her janky ass was brought back to Flint.
So she was a plant.
She was a plant.
Like Cat Williams said, she was a plant. I'm just stealing his word from. So she was planted here.
Have you? And like you said, you just been involved in politics, but you know the city very, very, very well.
Well, even I was told that Jackie Poplar backed her, was beside her. So when we went to knock on doors, we knocked on Jackie's door, and Jackie said no, she would not sign because that's her girl. So, but like I say, we went by her house, and her neighbor next door signed. That's the one she got the food stamps from that she didn't pay back.
That's a shame.
And then she tried to have the girls' cards and stuff towed.
Yes, because the lady was telling about, but it's a recording out there floating around about when the girl was saying, I need my money for my food stamps.
Yeah.
And we know it's illegal to sell them. We know that. Right. But she bought them. Yeah. She bought the food stamp.
And the girl said that she wouldn't pay her back her money. So she said, somebody's standing in the door right now. And I waved at him at Liddell's house. And it was a man. He opened the door and he said, "May I help you?" I said, "Well, we out here doing a recall for Liddell Lewis. Would you like to sign it?" He had to hesitate. He was like, "Oh, no, thank you. Okay, have a blessed day."
This was at her house that she stayed at?
That she's supposed to stay at on Winona.
Oh.
Now, see, that's the point that I'm getting at. Now, this was Jackie Poplar. This said this. So she not saying what's going on in Flint?
I don't think Jackie even cares.
Wow.
I really don't.
Wow.
Care. And then another lady on the same block, she had a basketball hoop up for her kids. And Liddell them gave her a ticket for having the basketball hoop up.
Well, that man kept coming down there complaining about basketball hoops being in the streets. That's her friend. Good morning, caller. You've been bumped in. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hey, y'all. This is Tia calling from here and everywhere.
Hey.
Hey, I want to call in, first of all, and thank the deputy for not only having the bravery to stand up to speak at government, but also to take her for going out in these boards and getting these signatures. I also want to remind everybody to help Miss Beverly kick off whatever event that she, feels like her team can pull off. Her cash app is $Beverly Biggs, and we can cash up her to help her, with getting food items or whatever is needed to help rally the people of Flint. Because we as Black people, as a Black
Yep, we got that covered.
Yes, don't forget, y'all, please. We gotta look out for Nikki and this now. It's a lot that they have to deal with behind the scenes. Sometimes y'all don't even realize that people out here that are standing up, that are providing us this content, they're putting their life on the line. They're putting their livelihood on the line. They are risking friendships and relationships for years on top of years. And it ain't easy. It's not easy to stand up and be on what for the people, much less yourself. And I'm gonna say this, when them people ostracize you, and it's like you got people trying to hear you off your past saying, I told you this person ain't shit, that person ain't shit, they gonna do this and they gonna do that. And then, we gotta take what we got and keep moving with it. No, everything ain't gonna be hunky dory. Hell no, we ain't gonna have kumbaya every day. But we gotta keep the mission in mind and keep pressing forward and mark, y'all.
All right.
So, I wanna thank you. Thank you all for everything. And
You gotta wrap up now, caller.
I've been sending emails to the feds for months on end, screenshots, you name it, and they do nothing. So it ain't like the people at Flint have not been doing it because they have. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
You have a
too.
blessed one.
Bye bye. 7th Ward has a 6 p.m. block club meeting tonight at the Accelerated Learning Academy, which is the former Scott School. That's where the Board of Education meeting will be at Wednesday. And they saying Candace is going to be gone. You think Candace going to go to the block club meeting and not to the council meeting?
Because you don't want
So
to
that
be.
mean they going to break quorum
And I
again.
just got a text. Liddell lied. Tanya was the first person to have a ward meeting. I had it at Calvary, and she copied off me.
I thought they had ward meetings before that. Like
No.
They've been having for years.
Well, she
having
said
board
Liddell
meetings for
copied
years.
when she said when they got on council.
She said she was the first council person ever to do it.
No, well, she.
It's as bad as we hate Neely. He used to have him up in Bethel because I went to one with my mama and have a choice.
Eric been having meetings. I knew Eric had one that I knew. That's what I'm saying.
Look at all
Liddell.
these block clubs around here. Brownell Homes block.
See, Liddell lies so much. You can't take it. She tell you it's raining.
In the 70s, they've been having meetings.
Right.
See, she lies. Liddell lies so much. If you say I wouldn't believe her if she said the sun was out. Just being honest. And that's what's crazy. Like it's like that the people in the second ward, like I'm not saying all, I'm just saying the ones that supporting her. She using bullying tactics, but to me it's like it's the powers that be with Neely, who is a puppet master that's controlling them 5 votes on council.
Well, what else you got to talk about?
We need people to get together and we need to knock on these doors. If you don't live in the area, let's get together. We only have 30 days. I don't want the snow to come up on us and we don't have these 300 signatures.
810-610-4599. I know your number by heart now. They didn't ask me for it so much.
We need to get them out. It's only 30 days. I believe we can do it. But we just need more people to come out.
And thank you, Miss Rose. Miss Rose, I met her probably about a couple months ago at council meetings, and she just jumped right in there with you.
Yeah.
Former police officer, and just jumped right in. Like, what can I do to help? And
she been
boom,
right there.
She been right there.
She been right there. Mary Tolliver, Sherry
Allen?
No, Sherry Allen.
Okay.
Shirley Tolliver. Her last name is Mack. Kawana Mack.
Okay.
Them 4 we've been together almost every day trying to get signatures. Anybody that have petitions out, I need them to be turned in by Friday to have a count of where we're at.
Okay. Miss Rose says she want to get it done in 7 days.
Well, we can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it.
You can do 50 signatures a day and get it done.
Yeah. Just the other day we had 9 sheets.
See?
In one
It
day.
can be done.
In one
It
day.
can be done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we out here to support you. Do whatever we can.
Dewan been there. You know we always got he just called in. Art. Okay. Art's been there. Travis been there. Trevor been. We all
Travis.
We all been right there, and just for the next 4 weeks, let's start it over again. You know, because couple of days we had it where we had loaded the street.
I think that was that day we went off on the podcast, and you called me. You said it was so many people out there.
Yeah,
Miss Claire McClinton came out that day,
and
Maurice came out that day.
Brother Roberts was out there.
Brother Roberts was out there. Shouts out to you, Brother Roberts.
He the one with Dewan. Miss Taylor.
What's her first name?
Elizabeth.
She's been out there. You know, if you got 50 grand. You got 80-year-old people out here walking, knocking on doors.
So do.
Now, what's wrong with some of these young people to come out here and say, hey, we're going to get together? It's one guy to be at the council meeting. I think his name is Tony. He done been out there with us the last couple of days, you know. He worked during the week, but this weekend he was right out there with us, you know. You know, we need good people to say, hey, we're ready to go. We're ready to get her out of the seat.
You know what else we need? We need people to come down and protect Miss Beverly tonight, because I think you're going to be the first person called out of order.
Put out.
Now, you know, when we start talking about recalls, she started weaponizing the damn police on us.
I wonder if we can be down to City Hall and get signatures from some of the second ward people.
Well, you know what? It starts at 4:30. They never start on time, so people should get there about 4:15. If you want to sign the signatures, get there around 4:15 today. Miss Bev will be there.
I sure will.
She'll be there. She had the signatures in her. You can just walk right every time the deal piss you off. Just come on over there and sign the signature, sign the petition. You can only do it once, because I know it's gonna be a lot of times she's gonna piss y'all off tonight, but you can only sign it once. So hopefully she come in with the good wig on tonight, so we won't have a lot of trouble out of her. We want the good wig.
Anna Cecilia said, "Does Ward 2 have Spanish-speaking families in there?"
Yes, they do, and they don't sign petitions.
They don't.
No.
And see, that's the trouble I think you're gonna have over in Judy's ward. It's a lot of people that don't speak English or good English over there. So we got to get somebody that knows how to interpret out there. You know, said like Anna, send us a recording so they can play it when they go
Anna said she can help.
Oh, well, okay, Anna. Okay, yeah, send us a little recording, push play. You know, something about the little recall, and we sign here online. Yep. So yeah, we do that. I think we're doing everything that we can.
You can.
And Flint has to want this for themselves. We're putting it out there. We got the people out there that's working for the recalls. So then you really got to ask yourself, when you see the people that's not talking for the recalls, like Mickey said, recalls are the most important thing. If you don't like these people, get them out the way. You can voice it by recalls. Recalls. It's all of this other stuff don't matter until you break up them 5 votes. If you don't break up them 5 votes, you might as well kiss the city formerly known as Flint goodbye. That's it. So, Miss Bev, any last words?
No, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on here and speak. We need to get this out here.
Oh, I like what Miss Rose say. Hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off. Miss Rose said these people considering running for her seat should be the main ones out here assisting. Now, you take us out on that, because that's going to be hot. Go on and say it, girls. Say it.
Well, we had Rich with us yesterday.
Oh, Rich plans on running?
We had him with us yesterday.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Sister Muhammad to turn in her sheets.
Okay.
So I don't know who else wanna run. I know Maurice been with us ever since since the 1st of December. So he's been right there. He's say he might run and he might not, but let him make that choice.
Can I put you on the spot?
Mhm.
You don't mind me putting you on the spot? She said, mm-mm. She looked at me and said, mm-mm. Who do you think can beat Liddell Lewis in the second ward?
Maurice Davis.
Okay. Well, I mean, you didn't hesitate or anything at all. I thought it was going to be, let me think about it. She didn't hesitate. So,
Maurice Davis. Nobody else can beat um, that I could see can beat Maurice.
have people been asking you when you go door to door, like, who running? Well, who going to run against her?
No.
Okay.
No, they have not.
Okay.
I think I've had one person to ask me, and I said Maurice Davis, and she said she wouldn't vote for him. But that's that's only one person.
That's true. That's true. What time you going out today?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock? 810-610-4599. Call Miss Bev. She's going out today at noon.
12 to maybe 3 o'clock.
You got a meeting place y'all meeting up at 12 o'clock?
Just call me on the phone.
Just
I'll
call
tell
her.
you where,
Just
where
call
we
her.
at.
She sent you her location. Call her. And then today at 4:15, where we gonna be?
City Hall.
City Hall. Down there with the council. Hope they have a quorum today. I hope people still ain't sick and out of town.
Right. And
I might pop
at
out.
the shopping store.
Oh,
and shopping.
well, they said that wasn't Judy.
That-
I put the picture up there.
That
They
one
said
wasn't Judy.
They
but
said that one wasn't
they
Judy.
said Judy was there.
But that picture wasn't Judy.
They
No,
said
that
that
picture was not Judy.
They said it wasn't Judy.
So anybody could look at that and see that wasn't Judy.
Baby was from the side, and she was like,
Man,
bouncing
Ray
off the glasses.
Ray Charles could have seen it.
That wasn't
Judy.
Ah, damn, that wasn't Judy. Then Judy, you get a pass.
Nah, that wasn't Judy.
Okay, then. Well, we'll see y'all today down there at council. Mickey, what did you say about the city council today?
I'm gonna be watching Michigan for the championship. They come on at 7:30, so I might dip out of council.
Ain't that something?
Hey, I'm just telling you the truth.
He gonna
I waited
watch
30
the
years for
game.
these jokers to get back in the national championship.
And you gonna miss a
You
good
best,
council
you
meeting?
better believe it. And I'm not cousin because Miss Beverly right here. You better believe it, Jack.
Well,
30
maybe they
years.
can put one of them screens up there in council hall. Put the game on it. We can stream it. They'll never know that by the time they figure out how we got it up there.
Are you crazy with Liddell can get the police? Because I know I'll be looking at my phone, and I don't want to be cussing if my boys do something. I F this, and I've been and blew it for me, and I'll be getting sent home purposely to get kicked out so I can finish watching the game. So I want to watch it in live.
So, council, we letting y'all know. And all the people, y'all got it to a good hot 7 o'clock because Mickey's going to be out of there.
I waited 30 years for them to get back.
Hey, so I'm telling y'all got city council
So
from 4:30 to 7.
Huh?
He going for Michigan.
Michigan, they're going against Washington for college football national championship. Last time we had one was 97.
The game.
And I can't, I don't know if I got another 30 with the way this stuff going around.
Y'all got 2.5 hours for 8:10 to record that damn meeting today.
How you know there's even people gonna show up?
You got 2.5 hours to show up for special affairs and city council. We're gonna send y'all to Paul because Mickey going to watch the game. Half the audience probably gonna go watch the game, but we'll get to that later. So if we done here today,
We out.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.